Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today it's an NL Central Division matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look for their 7th straight victory. Next. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Digging in now, Jose Martinez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for St. Louis, the right fielder, Jose Martinez.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, have run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Hit in the air out to center field. Gonzalez has a read on it. 1 out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, this team could really benefit if Colton Wong can get it going. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 4th, the left fielder, number 23.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a big-time RBI man, Marcell Ozuna. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Comes set. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cards strand a couple. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jack Flaherty gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy you always feel confident in to go out there and perform for you. He has great stuff, and beyond that, He knows how to get guys out. That's something some pitchers never really figure out. But he doesn't have that problem most of the time. And I don't expect that to be a problem here either.
So striding in, Carlos Gonzalez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Well, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Wieters gathers it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Here's Chris Bryant now, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. His career numbers in this matchup. He has a 3 for 12 line. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. Not in time as he steals second.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys they were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
The 0-1 offering. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
The 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Now, this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Cubs strand 1. Still no score. Matt Carpenter, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Ready with another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And that's the second out.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Matt Wieters.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Wieters. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Standing in, Javier Baez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First offering on its way. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
At the plate, Jason Hayward. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's just 2 for 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Hayward is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Fowler has a read on it. 2 down. Set to get his day started, David Bodie. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jack Flaherty. 9-1-2 due up. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now
jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Third inning, no score to this point. In the air out to right. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now batting, Colton Wong. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They started the day leading the league in team batting average, and talking with some of the players during batting practice, I got the sense that they are very aware of that fact. Some smiled and nodded when I brought it up. Others told me they know they have a bunch of talented hitters, and that gives confidence to everyone on the team, including the pitchers, that they've got a great chance to win every time out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Victor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. To short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. Here comes the first pitch. Front door with the slider. He clips the zone for a called strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Hendricks, base runner at first with one out. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. One and two now. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez on the move, and this one bounds around against the wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And there are two away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled straight back. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. A runner on first with two away. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. Wieters has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. One hit, one left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Changeup called strike one. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
So he sets him down swinging. Paul Goldschmidt goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Settling in now, Marcell Ozuna. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Baez has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air to left field. On the move is Ozuna. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. All right, so time now for the Cardinals Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. One and two now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a bit of a difference there. 96 for one compared to just 89 for the other. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cubs are down in order through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a called strike 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Dexter Fowler. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Another try at 2-2. And he got him.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike one to start the at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. And another foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Still 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
I didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at bats. Everyone wins.
A bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Matt, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And he lays off there. 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Called a strike there. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ozuna is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
David Bodie is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
There's ball 4.
Perfect.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bodie leads off first with 1 away. Sharp ground ball to third. Carpenter is there. On to second, but the throw is wide. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Oh, that's a shame because he made an outstanding diving stop right there. That's when I think the adrenaline might have been pumping a little bit too hard and the ball just takes off on him. Too bad. That could have been a highlight reel play.
Into the box, Kyle Hendricks, as he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The center fielder.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. High in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Cubs strand a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Striding into the box, Jack Flaherty. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jack Flaherty.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. In tight with the sinker. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Two and 1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. Here's one hit in the air to the right side. Bodie ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Hard hit ball to second. And there's his first base hit in this one. He's around first, heading for 2. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Again, another foul ball. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
So one gun in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first two plate appearances so far. And it's fouled away. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's Javier Baez. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. This year against right-handed pitching, Baez carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Hit on the ground to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
0-1 the count.
Ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Hit to short. There's Baez on to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
To his right, Modi, and there's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt
Coming to the
Carpenter.
plate now, Matt Carpenter. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
High in the air out to center field. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Tyler Webb gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
Number
7.
30, Tyler Webb.
Standing in, Jason Hayward. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. And that misses, ball 1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
Now batting second baseman, David.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Slap hard the opposite way, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. No balls and a strike to count. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Webb, a 6'5" left-hander who was selected in the first round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The next 0-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals 0. Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a ball rolled softly to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. In now, Matt Wieters. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. The 1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Count 2-1.
2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Jairo Munoz will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
34, Jairo Munoz.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For the Cardinals, number 60, John Brebbia.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, man, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And now a pitch on the way, and not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, first pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Chance here for the second baseman Wong, and quickly there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First offering on its way. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his team is to find a way to come around the score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here's a look over to first.
No, he's safe.
And again a throw, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Martinez.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Grounded to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batter, second baseman, Colton.
Digging in and looking for more, Colton Wong. He singled his last time up. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the ninth inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Chicago get their 20th home win this year. Kyle Hendricks earns his 5th winner of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Jack Flaherty struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run on 3 hits. 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.